name is Christy Brigante. I'm the Director of Customer Service, and my role really encompasses all of the customer experiences here. Started on the FBO side of the business and now support maintenance. We want to give our maintenance customers that same level of customer support that our front desk counter customers receive. Yeah, I mean, Heritage Aviation is the only FBO and Part 145 repair station at the Burlington International Airport in Burlington, Vermont. The company was purchased from Atlantic Aviation several years ago, and in 2015 became an ESOP. So the employees actually purchased the company. So now it's the employees that actually own the business. We take care of all of the commercial airlines that fly into Burlington. We take care of 2 flight schools that are on the airbase here. And we also fuel any GA traffic, transient customers that come in, and we have base tenants that we have in hangars here as well. And then we also have the Part 145 repair station. So we're taking care of maintenance for the airlines as well as other GA customers. Yeah, so previous to joining Heritage, I spent 33 years as an owner of a document and information management company, and which was a service business as well. One of my roles there, besides mergers and acquisitions, was software implementation. So assessing a vendor, looking at needs, building the needs requirement or needs assessment sheet, and then meeting with vendors to select a solution, and then managing that implementation. So my previous career was a much larger company. It was a $42 million business. And when I joined Heritage, it was very evident to me that we didn't have current technology solutions. And my skill set allowed us to, review vendors and then get the solutions implemented. I do have a lot of experience with the implementation side, so worked very closely with the EBIS team and the X1 team to get those applications up and running for us. Joined Heritage because of my technology background and the systems that I had used. It was pretty evident to me right off that the system we were using was very outdated, not user-friendly, was very difficult to train new staff members how to use. Just old architecture, and it was from a company that was not continuing to invest in that solution, so it was a very outdated solution. So we initially started looking at an upgrade for that part of the business, and then the same thing can be said for maintenance. We had once again a solution that was outdated. We've now gone to more of I would say a best in breed for all of our solutions. So I have, a really strong FBO software. I have a really strong maintenance application and a really strong accounting system. So instead of trying to have all of those features in one system, we now have 3 that are integrated to have the best in breed for those 3 systems. One thing we really liked with EBIS was really the ease of use and the technology that our maintenance folks could have ramp side. So they, time tracking, logging in and out of jobs, the ease of ordering parts. It's made their lives a lot easier than the previous system. EBIS has a lot of options, which we really liked. The strength is you can configure it any way you need to. The weakness is when you first get started with the application, it's hard to know what to turn on and off. And I felt it was really important to partner with your implementation team to get the best practices and the reasons why we would configure it a certain way. So we actually had the EBIS team on site going through kind of a needs assessment, analyzing how our workflow was working, and the team helped us configure the system, which I think allowed us to go live a lot more quickly and efficiently than we would have otherwise. So as each discrepancy is worked, the ability to alert the next person that they have a sign off or that there's something that they need to do is huge. It's, we're trying to get away from paper forms for everything, and the fact that that prompts the next team member to do what their next step is very important. And warranty work, obviously we are a CIRA's authorized service center, so we do have to process warranty work and warranty claims, and that has been very easy through the EBIS system. We're in our first month on the system, so the end of April will be our first month close or month end for the EBIS system. But we are looking for one, to be able to track utilization, how our techs are being utilized, what the utilization rate is. We want to use that data to help us quote further or future jobs, so we can determine on average a CAPS project for CIRAS, as an example, how many labor hours does that typically take? What are the average parts that are included in that? So right now we don't have that data, or we can't get it easily. So I think, part the utilization and efficiencies are probably kind of some of the biggest things we're looking for. We are testing the phone app version, the iPhone app. So that will be a nice feature, I think, for the guys, especially if they're over working on an airline call. They can easily access the EBIS application from kind of wherever they are. We do have obviously the tablets that they're all using now, and that is super helpful for them. It's automated them in a way that was a very manual paper process before. For me, coming from a company that I was an owner of, that was definitely something that was attractive to me with this organization. And I feel like the culture is very different when you have an ESOP, because you're individually responsible for the success of the company, right? Folks aren't coming in just for the daily paycheck. They go above and beyond, I think more readily, because it's their company. They have skin in the game. And there's a phenomenal payout at the end, when you retire or move on. We hope it's retire. So that, it's really building a great nest egg for our employees. So not only are they connected to the business on a daily basis and what's happening, but they also are setting up their future in a really positive way.